Saturday, April 29th, 2017. This is the 420 Report on To Be Blunt, and I'm your host, John Fowler. My co-host today, regardless of whether I asked for one or not, is evidently going to be Tuwaka Jane. I've got this packed up with a bit of ensalada verde because I don't remember what I ground up last night. Hopefully you've got something to partake of while we get through our stories. As usual, the links for all of my sources are going to be below in the description. And we start today in Germany. Forschungsinitiative Cannabiskonsum is looking for 25,000 pot smokers to receive up to 30 grams of cannabis flower for medical marijuana research every month. According to Business Insider Deutschland, German residents chosen to participate will be provided with cannabis at no cost for several years. The study is perfectly legal, will comply with federal regulations, and it utilizes the existing medical marijuana framework for distribution. So if you're in Germany or moving to Germany, all that information is below. Jumping back to the States here, a conservative Georgian lawmaker is probably the last person you expect to support medical marijuana, but State Rep Alan Peake is, not only helping to begin the passage of cannabis reform in Georgia, but he also helps distribute the product. See, the state of Georgia doesn't actually really have places for patients to get their medicine yet. So, state laws allow for gifting of cannabis medicines between patients, and since Peake is a card-carrying club member, he can, distribute to his constituents. Now, of course, it wouldn't be politics without something shady going on. Turns out the products he's distributing are coming from Colorado. Now, he doesn't know how they get there or who brings them, but, personally, I'm torn here. On one hand, there's a state rep actually helping the people he's representing. On the other hand, if you or I did this, we'd be arrested. Anyway, California. Lawmakers in California are revamping the state's medical marijuana rules, and it may mean a price increase in the state. The cost of medical marijuana could rise as much as 10%, basically, because, they're just coming out with a bunch of new rules. Besides setting operational hours and, resource allocation limits and stuff like that, they also increase the stringency and amount of regulations on the product. That's not necessarily a bad thing for patients, because better weed is better for you. But, it does mean a price increase. And while it's a drawback, it will bring the state's program much more in line with other states, especially things like a seed-to-sale system. Now, a draft of the rules there's 58 pages of them, linked below, as well as information for anyone who wants to provide input. So, there's that. And finally, in New York today, 4 companies in New York are suing the State Department of Health in an attempt to prevent more operator licenses from being issued in the state. Citing a fear of flooded market, the companies are claiming that not only does the department not have the authority to issue additional licenses, but that the state's market demand doesn't even warrant such an expansion. Look, I've been to New York. I've lived there, alright? The market exists all over the state. The issue companies run into in a legal market comes when patients realize they can buy the product on the black market for vastly less money. And when you've got health issues, every dollar counts, If states want patients to start using the legit system, it's simple. Don't put a vice tax of medical marijuana. Recreational's fine. That's why it's recreational. Encourage insurance providers to actually pay for, supplement, or reimburse medical marijuana costs. And yes, that includes smoking devices. And finally, don't treat patients like addicts. Anyway, that's it. I'm done. Leave you on one more hit of my green salad here. Go forth and have a great weekend, folks.